Hello everybody, Dustin Starr here, just trying to get a little situated. It's the live reaction to episode 135, Who's Got Next? And we found out who's got next with the gun show. Alright everybody, once again, I am Dustin Starr. Welcome to the live reaction, episode 135 of Memphis Wrestling. Of course, you can watch first every Friday night at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time on Action News 5 Plus. You can watch anywhere in the world. And then again on Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Action News 5 Plus. You can watch first there. And of course, every Saturday at noon right here on YouTube, you can watch with us and live chat. And of course, there's all sorts of syndication all over the place. But thank you for joining me with a live chat. And right here with the live reaction, we have a new #1 contender for the Memphis Heritage Championship that's held by none other than, boom, the Gun Show. And it looks like we've got two fan favorites going to square off in the coming weeks for the Memphis Heritage Championship. So I ask you, as you put your questions and comments down here so I can respond to them, I'm going to ask you, who you got? We said who's got next. Well, now who you got? The Gun Show or Mikey? It is going to be a showdown. All right, what's going on, Steve? How are you? Lamb says, look at the beautiful picture on the wall. Yes. Actually, Reese the Beast is almost 3 years old. And of course, my lovely Maria. I'm coming to you from my house here in Olive Branch, Mississippi, just on the outskirts of Memphis, Tennessee. And tonight's a huge night out at the ballpark at AutoZone Park. I'm going to be hosting Memphis Grizzlies night for the Memphis Redbirds. Desmond Bain will be throwing out the first pitch. And then, of course, Tony Allen, the Grindfather himself, will be signing autographs from 4:30 to 5:30. You can get your tickets at memphisredbirds.com. Cosmic says, breaking news, Matt Riddle is fired from WWE. Lots of releases over the last couple of days with WWE, and I don't think it has any correlation with the new TV deal or anything like that. It's simply the merger, and also this happens quite a bit with WWE. So, Jake Penn says, few. Mikey puts up a fight. What's up, Terrence Ward? Another awesome episode. Bo says, you got this, Mikey. Cosmic says, Mikey. Another Mikey. Lurvy says, hello, Dustin. UFC and WWE made their mark that hundreds of employees lost their jobs. Any possibility one or two of those former WWE wrestlers will be in Memphis Wrestling? Well, of course, I think all of those competitors have a no-compete clause, so they'll be gone for probably about 90 days, most of them. But of course, we would love to have that talent here at Memphis Wrestling. Absolutely. Dolph Ziggler, Shelton Benjamin, the list goes on and on. I would love to have them right here in Memphis Wrestling, and never say never. Rob says, another great show. Love the 5-star match. Yes, the 5-star 5-way match named after myself and my lovely Maria. Something unique that we can bring to Memphis Wrestling. That was the second ever 5-star 5-way. The first was for the Internet Championship, if you remember, that Zicky Dice won after introducing the title. This time it was the #1 contendership, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers. But that's not the last time that you'll see a 5-star 5-way on Memphis Wrestling. Rob says, another great show. Love the match. Thank you. Ben says, hey, Dustin, had a great time last night at Impact. Excited for tonight. Yes, Impact Wrestling is live tonight at Graceland. You can get your tickets at memphiswrestling.tv. It was off the chain. Josh Alexander, I caught up with him on the Grind City Wrestling podcast this week. He talked all about it. Of course, Josh Alexander and Eric Young will be coming to Memphis Wrestling on Sunday, November the 19th. Those tickets are on sale right now at memphiswrestling.tv. Plus, speaking of Impact, what a great show last night. Place was awesome. Trinity's glow-up entrance was a lot of fun. Got to see Tommy Dreamer, that's going to be out at the Mid-South Fair with us on Monday defending the Digital Media Championship. So yes, really good stuff. Good to see you out there, Ben. Rob says he's got the Gun Show. A lot of previously untouchable talent is now available. Totally agree. Looking forward to having them in Memphis Wrestling. And then also, I look forward to making a huge announcement this week about another television taping that's coming in October to Memphis Wrestling with a huge star. Championship Wrestling from Jeremy says, hello, Memphis Wrestling fam. Great show today. Dustin, that main event is getting Match of the Year run on the podcast this week. Awesome. Well, I think each and every week we have some really good matchups. Sorry, I'm distracted, guys. My Maria just walked in, so yeah, I got distracted just a little bit. But anyways, yes, I got the Gun Show. Oh, match of the year. Yes, match of the year. I thought it was unbelievable. The crowd response live inside the Wrestle Center. Each participant getting their own time to get their entrance, giving them 2 segments in order to perform. Just thought it was really, really good all the way around. So I appreciate that, Jeremy. Tyrone says hello. What's going on? Lurvy says 2023. So many things happening so fast with Memphis Wrestling. I can't keep up. Hey UWN, open your doors. A lot of releases from WWE. It would help your cause. Yes. So the only thing that I know about the United Wrestling Network is right now, starting I believe tomorrow, then there will be best of episodes as we look back at the time of the United Wrestling Network. So the original programming that you will see will be Memphis Wrestling. Big John Dalton's in the house. Anybody think that Big John Dalton should join the righteous path? Bosny's an athletic supporter now that he has a friend. What? Impact wrestlers coming to Memphis Wrestling. Have them compete against your wrestlers. Quite possibly, Lurvy. Stay tuned. Also, October 8th, Crazy Steve is coming to Memphis Wrestling. Jeffrey says he loves Eric Young. I do too. Been friends with him for a while. Rob says Big John Dalton took care of business despite interference. Yes, the big slam. I loved it. What's the name of the slam? Is it the Bam Bam Slam? That's what BT calls it. What about Sue Young for Halloween? Sue Young's dates, along with the Memphis Wrestling dates, just haven't lined up yet. That's why you haven't seen her. Looks like the path didn't help Ryan. It's very interesting because the righteous path almost seemed like they liked for Ryan to lose to Big John Dalton. I don't know. Mark Posey, what's going on? How are you? Lamb says, meanwhile, congrats to the Gun Show for becoming the longest reigning Memphis Heritage Champion. Thank you for that, Lamb. How many days, do you know? Because I know Boz had, what was it, 254 days? Is that right? Robert says, hi, Dustin. Did you see AEW Grand Slam? I did. I saw some of it. I saw John Moxley get dropped on his head, and I saw a referee stop counting. Eric says that Big John Dalton should join the righteous path. Lurvy says, I'm glad firings are happening. It feels like they were all released from prison. More freedom from the wrestlers to perform wherever they like. Lurvy, totally disagree. It is a career. These guys are getting paid. These guys and gals are getting paid. Now, yes, they do have an opportunity to go make more. We would love to have them. Man, I don't think very many of them really wanted to lose their jobs. Rob says, Gio and Draco finished the Olsen twins quick. That's the best way. Thank goodness. Let's get that shoulder shuffle. Patrick says, hi, Dustin. What time do you tape in the day so you can get Impact wrestlers on the show while they're in town? Maybe we can get Tim Bosby versus Jonathan Gresham at Pure Rules match. Okay, Patrick, so this is where I really wish that you would, know what is going on. We don't have a television taping this weekend. We do have the Mid-South Fair on Monday, and you said maybe we should keep somebody over. We are. We're keeping Tommy Dreamer over. So we can't just create a television taping just because Impact Wrestling is in town. Plus, I don't know the logistics and the success that either company would have if we both ran shows on the same weekend. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it, Patrick. But you know that we tape. Actually, just go to memphiswrestling.tv. That tells you exactly when we tape. 12:30 to 1:30 VIP, 1:45 bell time. But it doesn't matter because we don't have a taping this weekend. And I've seen you ask that question a bunch of times. And I am very, very aware of what is going on in the world of professional wrestling, especially in the Mid-South. So if it was possible, then it would have already been done. Okay. Nisha says, happy birthday, Nix. Yeah, I guess so. On her birthday today, just interrupting DDT's moment of glory. I feel like we had a hater on the show today, but happy birthday, Nix. Glorious Strength by Tim Bosby and Mikey in their respected match. Absolutely. Body slamming Mikey, body slamming K. Toomer. And then, of course, the Boz with a huge Bosplex on what appeared to be over 300 pounds of Big Nico. What's up, Arturo? How are you? Lamb says 245 days surpassing Mike Anthony's 238 days. Very interesting tidbit here. Joshua says, great show as always, 5-star. Thank you, Josh. Wheeler Yuta versus Boz in a Pure Rules match. Oh, I would book that any day of the week. What an awesome, spectacular episode of Memphis Wrestling. Thank you, Tyrone. I appreciate that. Eric's in the house. Never, ever hire Rick Knox. He's the worst referee in the history of referees. Go back and watch on the Grind City Media channel. It's Grind City Wrestling. I give a pure demonstration of officiating and what went wrong. I just celebrated my birthday, 35 years old. Well, happy birthday, Arturo. Righteously, Babyface Beast has a ring to it. I don't know about that. Moose versus Gun Show. I'd love to see it. Andrea says, hey, Dustin. I appreciate it. She says she loves me. You're awesome. I'm sorry that you have to deal with the righteous path. Reverend Ash Taylor is so annoying. I know. Me and Terrence groan every single time he sits down at his podium. He has a private podium for himself. You should have let DDT and Nick slug it out. Stay tuned to Memphis Wrestling. You know we'll get it in the ring. I'd rather see Boz versus Daniel Garcia in a pure rose match. Give me all the technical wrestling as long as Garcia does the dance, right? Malone's Family Circle. Hello, how are you? I'm doing good. Big night tonight out at the ballpark. Grizzlies night. Andrea says, hi, Dustin. I think Austin Lane is scared of Tim Bosby. What do you think? I totally agree with you. Some reason he keeps ducking the boss, so putting obstacles in his way. But what about Mackenzie Morgan coming to the aid of Tim Bosby? So finally, the score could be evened up. Lurvy says, no way Big John Dalton should join the sinful path. They're goofy as the goons. Big John Dalton has a grudge with Matt the Rat and Prince Uncharming. Yeah, I would say definitely do not. Nisha says, great show. I appreciate it. Brad Skimmelhorn, main event Bradley. Big Dust in the Mid-South Fair is officially main event because your boy main event Bradley will be there causing trouble. Phil will be there too. So watch your back. Guys, you can get your tickets for Mid-South Fair at memphiswrestling.tv. If you get them there, then the Mid-South Fair will know that you're coming specifically for wrestling. So that makes us look cool. But also, regardless of where you get those tickets, show up 6 p.m. at the main stage at Landers Center. Tommy Dreamer and the stars of Memphis Wrestling will be there for a meet and greet. That meet and greet is free. You get into the fair, I think it's like $10, and you get the meet and greet, you get wrestling in the whole 9 yards. Bell time is 7 o'clock. Memphis Wrestling returns to Mid-South Fair. Mikey lifted 2 tons of beef in the ring, says Rob. Also, check out Memphis Wrestling Plus. That's a good point. The media scrum from our last TV taping is posted, so you can watch it in its entirety. Lots of behind-the-scenes stuff at memphiswrestlingplus.com. Thank you, Lamb. Ben says, what do you think about Dave Brown appearing for AEW Collision? I think it's super cool. I think it's awesome. My only thing is that if WWE puts 9,000 inside FedEx for him, how many can AEW put? I'm pulling for him big time, and I think Dave Brown's going to have a lot of fun working with those guys again. Congratulations to Dave Brown. Patrick Moore, thank you for the championship match playlist. You're welcome. They're all there. Usually they're very, very updated. DDT versus Nixon, a Texas death match. Slow down, brother. Michael says, hey, Dustin and all the lovely Mempho peoples. What's going on? Add to the excitement, Too Cool 2 is reunited. There's a tag team from Memphis Wrestling's past in the 2000s. My dog is kicking the phone. Give Gio a title shot. He's a great talent. I didn't know you had Jordan Cruz on Memphis Wrestling. Yes, Patrick. We've had a lot of people on Memphis Wrestling. Cook says, and that's another thing, Patrick. When you say that we should do this, we should do this, we should do this, usually we already have. Cook says, I think main event Brad is a true main eventer, but he's also a little turd. Totally agree with that. I knew I smelled something. Arturo says, I got to show some love to the big man, K. Toomer. Mark Posey says, will we see AEW versus Memphis Wrestling? Oh, yeah. Rob says, the internet champion Nikki should defend the belt against the boss. That's true. Big John Dalton says, time will tell. Don't come on here playing with us, Big John Dalton. There better be no way in hell that you join Reverend Ash Taylor in the righteous path. I will tell Big Daddy on you. Andrea says, great show today. I love seeing MKZ and the Boz together. I'd love to see MKZ and the Boz versus Austin and Nikki in a mixed tag team match. What do you think? Oh, yeah. I love it. I would love to see it. Dustin of the Memphis Redbirds baseball team playoff bound. Steve, no. The final game is tomorrow. I have Grizzlies night tonight. Prairie Farms Ice Cream Sunday is happening tomorrow during the day. And then we're done with baseball. Then Memphis Grizzlies season's right around the corner. Lurvy says, cheers, Gio Savage and Draco for their first win in quite a while. It should give them some momentum. Yeah, man, Gio and Draco have been chomping at the bit, and they have given hellacious fights to not only K. Toomer, Mike Anthony, the Roberts family legacy, but the posse, and for them to finally pick up a big victory. That was awesome. Rob says, Too Cool 2 will be possum hunting. Oh, yeah. I love the 2001 entrance. Space Odysseys, I think he's talking about. Bradley, why weren't you in the 5-star 5-way? It lacked the main event factor that only you bring. Oh, boy. All right, guys, don't blow his head up any more than it already is. I'm going to send you an Instagram DM about this past Sunday. I remember you saying December 10th is Grand City Rumble. Do we have a guest star for the Grand City Rumble? Yes, the guest star at this point, and we're going to add to it, is WWE Hall of Famer, Memphis wrestling legend, the Boogie Woogie Man, handsome Jimmy Valiant. Also, another little secret is that the Grind City Rumble taping will also be the first episode of 2024, and it will cover our Christmas episode. So get those tickets right now, memphiswrestling.tv. Hey, if that's Kathy or Tyler Malone, send me a message because you guys should definitely reserve those seats to where nobody else can get them. I'll give you a special code to where you can save those ringside seats right there at the entrance like you want them. But December 10th is the Grind City Rumble, and it's Christmas, and it's the Boogie Woogie Man, handsome Jimmy Valiant. Cosmic Joe says, would you put matches from Mid-South Fair on Memphis Wrestling Channel like you did Dyer County Fair? Oh yeah, definitely will. Eric says, when do you think Memphis Wrestling will outgrow the current WrestleCenter? We will move the WrestleCenter in a couple of years, but I think we'll stay very close to where we are. I do not necessarily need a bigger arena. I need a bigger training space. Is Mickie James coming back to Memphis Wrestling? If I had to bet, I would say, oh yeah. We just had Mickie James in the WrestleCenter last week. You saw it on Memphis Wrestling. She's a big fan of what we're doing, and she is awesome. Very, very good. I'd love to bring her in for a special training seminar. Larry says, what's next for Memphis Wrestling in October? Well, October the 8th, we have our Halloween Spooktacular featuring the Vampire Warrior Gangrel, Cruel, Crazy Steve. It is going to be awesome because Kevin Thorne is coming back to Memphis Wrestling as well. It is going to be loaded. That's Sunday, October the 8th. You can get your tickets right now, memphiswrestling.tv. And then also October the 29th. Tickets will go on sale very soon, and we have a huge guest on their way. So stay tuned for that, Lurvy. Get all the information at memphiswrestling.tv. Rob says the reason T. Ward smells poop on the river bridge is because Ash Hole lives under the bridge. Okay. Michael, hey, who's the guy that dresses up like Jimmy Blaylock? Jimmy doesn't like him too much. That's Hollywood Richie. Richie is one of the best fans that we have. You'll see some more outfits coming from him very soon. Big John, don't be joining the false prophets. I agree. Gio and Draco haven't got that win yet, but they were working on to crawl their way up the ranks. Did K. Toomer and Mikey kick the snot out of the Roberts family legacy? That match is posted from the Dyer County Fair. You can watch it, Arturo. Bradley couldn't miss his shift at the porta potty cleaning company. Okay. Patrick Moore, I don't know if I was looking at things right, but it did seem like you were an island by yourself in United Wrestling Network. You're not wrong, Patrick. You're not wrong. Missed you in the chat today, Michael. Will Johnny Dobbins and Alan Still come back to Memphis Wrestling? No, they will not. Just got to see both Al Snow and Mark Henry last week. Hey, I'm watching The Wrestlers on Netflix. Very, very good. Metal Mouth says, hey, what's up with the releases going on in the landscape of pro wrestling? Do you see more of the mainstream names trying to book with you if they aren't already? Yes, they already are. We are all over it. So we've got some of the biggest stars in wrestling coming to Memphis Wrestling. The 2020 Grind City Rumble changed my life legit. Well, I appreciate that, Eric. Love the highlight videos. The crowd's always exciting. Rob, that's true, man. No special effects on that. Good day, Memphis Wrestling. Good day to everyone. Hey, Elusive, how are you? Andrea says, I was shocked to see Mikey win the 5-way match and earn himself a Memphis Heritage Championship match against Gun Show. It's going to be great to watch. How do you feel about that? I feel like that this is the Gun Show. Oh, man, like David versus Goliath. I think Mikey's the underdog, and I think he doesn't like it. And when Mikey is the underdog and he doesn't like being the underdog, usually he does something about it. We've been hearing for a long time from Mikey that he can win the big one. Well, he's earned the opportunity for a chance at winning the big one. So we'll see how it goes. Michael says that's a name I haven't heard from WWECW. Yep, Kevin Thorne. He's on his way back to Memphis. Toomer and Anthony versus Robert's family was a match at the fair. It was amazing. They whooped them tricks. Rob says it was cool to have DDT is on heels. I hope that more of your talent is actors. You will see that, yes. Mickey gonna get stomped. Hold on. Lurvy says Kevin Thorne and Gangrel, two vampire wrestlers who hate each other. I saw them battle in a vampires match. The winner would rule over the legions of undead and the night. Mikey slammed the big one, K. Toomer. All right, guys, I have to get ready to go out to the ballpark today. Big day for Memphis Wrestling. Huge week coming up for Memphis Wrestling. Mid-South Fair is on Monday. Tommy Dreamer will be there defending the Impact Wrestling Digital Media Championship. Tickets are as low as like $10, probably even less. Go to memphiswrestling.tv and click the banner in order to get those tickets. Also, our next live TV taping is Sunday, October 8th. It's our Halloween Spooktacular. It is going to be bigger than ever, and it's already always one of the biggest events of the year. Like I said, Gangrel, Cruel, Kevin Thorne, and Impact Wrestling's Crazy Steve are all coming for the Halloween Spooktacular. Those tickets are going very fast, so go ahead and get them in advance, memphiswrestling.tv. And then, of course, I will have a huge announcement coming up this week about who's coming October 29th. Let me get caught up on these last questions. Do you like it that way? Do you think UWM membership is successful? I don't really have a UWM membership, and as long as Memphis Wrestling is successful, then yes, it is successful. Thank you, Dustin. Enjoy the week. Thank you, Lurvy. Thank you, Cosmic Joe. Thanks, Eric. I really I love all the love that you send to us. See you later, Arturo. Big John Dalton, don't you do it. Jeffrey says thanks. Great show. Steve, have a good day. How's the weather with a tropical storm in the area? No, we have beautiful weather here in Memphis. How do I feel about Tommy Dreamer winning the Digital Media Championship? The timing could not have been better. I love it because he's bringing it to the Mid-South Fair. It's an interesting card. Dustin, you think that the Wolf Zaddies would come to Memphis Wrestling? I would love to see the Wolf Zaddies in Memphis Wrestling. Ben, I'll see you next time. Nisha, thank you so much. I am Dustin Starr saying, so long, everybody. And by the way, if you're watching this at a later time, you can still comment and I'll still go back and try to respond to them all. I'll see you at bell time.